Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI.
Was it good for you?
Was it what?
Sorry, I'm trying to make a section.
So you might be asking, like, why are we spending all this gil on this side quest? Is there some valuable relic we'll get out of it at the end, perhaps?
It's not just gil, it's time as well. We spent the majority of the last video doing it.
Well, yeah, that was in between all my shopping and stuff. Tintinabulum, which is actually a lot of people hate it, but I think it's a good relic. Fun facts about the Tintinabulum: the stray cat metamorphoses into the Tintinabulum, so you can get theoretically infinite numbers on the Veld. And you can bet it in the Colosseum for an EXP egg, which doubles your experience point gain, I think.
I think you actually find two of them in the chests.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Or was it just one from a chest and one from Mr. Soldier Pants?
Well, as you remember from last video, to get Gal to show up, you have to just fight.
Keep fighting these things, often monsters that are far below your level. Like, these things showed up at South River Cave.
Now later on, I swap my Genji glove over to Sabin because it's faster than his blitzes, whereas Cyan's sword tech, Bushido, is pretty quick. So yeah, you'll want to use the dried meat on Gao.
Hit him in the face with it.
And that's crazy for some reason. Maybe it was deceased meat.
Why does he blink so much? Is that like his rendition of chewing? He chews with his eyes.
With his eyelids.
That's a very unpleasant picture, actually.
Pretty much all of Gao's cutscenes are a bit like this. He actually has like a serious backstory, but it doesn't really emerge until right at the end. And it's actually between two of the comedic characters, so...
He is a bizarre character.
Sorry?
He's a bizarre character.
Yeah. Well, there are a few sections in the game where, if Gao is the only person in your party, he has to try and work out scenes with other characters, even though he can't speak English. Where there are certain scenes which, depending on which characters you bring, they say different things, and Gao is always lowest priority beneath all the other characters. So in order to see his cutscenes, you have to solo with him. And when he does talk, he just talks in monosyllabic sentences.
As you can see, making fun of his speech pattern for no reason. Wait, when did you tell him? Did he tell him their names? How did he tell their names? I'm confused.
Who knows?
Shiny, 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 shiny! Can it possibly be that shiny? It's not. I'll spoil it right now. It's not.
It's pretty shiny.
But not that shiny.
Well, nothing's that shiny.
Actually, that's exactly what he'd do. No, he'd treasure hunt it. Watch him spin! He is such a bizarre character.
Maybe he got mucked. Look, now Sabin's doing the eyebrow thing. The eyelid thing. This is his idea of a map, okay? Basically southwest of Moblers. I'll show you it there.
It's pretty hard to miss it. It is literally a crescent moon mountain.
Well, along the way, I'll show you how to train Gao. Now, Gao is basically a character who you need to train a lot to get the most out of, but if you do, it's well worth it.
Gene is not my lover. I always found it odd when he walked back into the scene backwards. It always gave me the impression that he was doing the moonwalk.
Right, this is the game's thoroughly inadequate description of rages.
With a kappa. Very, very odd looking creature.
So basically, when you're on the veldt, choose Gao and he will leap into the enemies and he will automatically learn all the rages of the enemies on that screen. Then later on, if you fight enough battles, he'll come back to you and the monsters he comes back with, he'll also know their rages. See, he just jumped into them and the battle ends automatically. Now this is probably the first grinding spot in the game, because you can farm green berets here, which is
and you don't actually have to worry about leveling. You got worrying about you can't actually level here.
Yeah, you don't get experience here, which is a good thing at this point.
It's actually a good idea for the programmers to exclude that when you get the option to fight bosses again.
So you can farm a green beret, you can farm gil, and you can learn new rages, although this isn't the most efficient time to learn new rages. You'll want to pick up a few. Oh, I had to skip that battle, so I stay in the time limit. But, because Gao just doesn't show up for ages.
It's particularly annoying when you're trying to get a certain rage.
Yeah, well the way the rage system works, you'll cycle through enemies, and enemies will come roughly in the order you found them. And because we don't have that many rages yet, or that many rages unlocked on the veldt, you'll see Satellite. Satellite will show up quite a lot, and he's pretty hard, but he keeps dropping green berets, so...
It's this thing.
It's your favourite.
It's so creepy. I'm glad it's been lasered off the face of this planet.
Yeah, well, for like 5 minutes. But I'll put some info in the movie description about what you should if you want to spend any time grinding here, how to do it.
Oh, look who it is.
I hate this guy.
Understandable. He's a monster in a box enemy that shows up quite frequently.
Yeah. He actually has a decent rage. He can set Berserk, and like, there is no other way of setting Berserk at the moment.
That works well when you're dealing with magic-based monsters.
Yeah, Berserk means you just fight, and you can't do any magic.
Oh great, it's using that. Let's call for friends. Jerk.
He has quite a lot of health.
Indeed he does.
And he muddles you, which is so annoying. But there we go, we win. And you'll see we get a green beret, which is the best hat for a really, really long time.
Remember when you're dealing with those things to watch out for Discord.
Yep.
The longer the battles draw out, the worse attacks it pulls on you. And Gao
summons more enemies as well, and yeah, Gao still hasn't shown up. When he does show up, which I think is at the end of this battle, I have to cut the video. So I guess we'll see you next time.
Ta-da! There he is.
Oh, don't attack him. If you attack him, he runs away.
I never got to. I tried though.
Okay, see you next time, guys.
Bye.